Hi there. Nice to be with you. Yes, today I would like to talk about just the healing journey in general, and yeah, just kind of share my experience with it so far. And I might have a favor to ask at the end. You can stay with me, I would appreciate it. Um, yeah, to start, I have been on my healing journey now. I would say for about over 5 years, I would say. It's been a roller coaster of a ride. Um, I came across it um, after so much pain. It was not like blissful, and that I was just like hit with it or had like a sudden realization that I needed to change. It was not pretty at all. Uh, I have been just struggling with life in general, right? With like my sense of self, my relationships, my work, my place in the world, my self worth, and so many other things that we as humans, most of us, struggle with, right? I have been going through that for a very, very long time, and I didn't know where it was coming from, right? Like, um, for the most part, I would blame myself. It's just like I would say to myself, I was kind of born broken in a way, and this is how kind of God created me, and this is how I am meant to live, right, for the rest of my life, which made life very grim, obviously, and that I didn't want to look forward to that kind of life, right, for years and decades to come. And the other one was I would kind of project and blame other people too, right? Especially in close relationships. I would say, no, it's that person's fault, right? It's her, his fault, their faults. I would go through phases of blaming others too. And that doesn't serve me either, obviously. Yes, I might have a case probably that a person or people might have done something wrong to me, but I did not know to kind of take accountability for my part and do the work for myself, right? To change myself. As I know now, as probably most of you know, that we can't change other people. It's kind of they are how they are. The only person we can change is ourselves, right? And then through that process, the situation, even the dynamics can change, right? So yeah, so after so much of going through that much pain for like 3 decades to be kind of exact, I just stumbled upon some, work like by psychologists and stuff just on social media. And I'm like, whoa, just had sudden realization that, oh my goodness, okay, I do have some part in this, right? Like, okay, I can change. And I did understand where it was coming from. That was a big thing for me, right? The, the way I am, the way I behave, the way I show up in relationships, it just didn't show up out of nowhere, right? I was not like born like that. Yes, I might have come to the world with a certain blueprint, right? A certain code or, a personality trait, but that didn't uh, that's not showing up as now I am, right? That the full picture of who I am now, my behaviors, my actions, uh, all those things. It's not necessarily I was not born with them. I just developed them from childhood, probably, from how my environment was, how the people that raised me, that were around me for the most part, my society, all that contributed in shaping me, in shaping my personality trait and my behavior, right? And then obviously I grew up with no knowledge of like questioning, right? Asking, okay, why am I behaving this way? I just obviously grew up and continued acting the same way I was used to, right? Even though it didn't serve me, even though it was causing me so much pain, I didn't stop to question it. I just continued as I know. However, in the meantime, I was suffering in pain. I was complaining, but yeah, I didn't know how to change it. So that was a big realization for me. When I first learned it, I was like, like gasp. Now it all makes sense, right? Now I can just show a little bit of love to myself. I shouldn't be like beating myself up and just being mad at myself for the way I am, for the ways I show up. Okay, there is a reason. I know where it came from. And now that awareness in itself is like huge. It just uh, released a huge pressure from my shoulders. I feel like once I realized that, I was like, oh my God, okay, it makes sense. That was a huge relief. And then after that, obviously, it comes kind of in a way the grueling and long journey of trying to unlearn those patterns, uh, trying to question everything, trying to catch yourself when you are like uh, kind of going back to that pattern, trying to install new patterns in your system. That is, I guess, I really believe that that's kind of a work for a lifetime, right? It's not something we do just for 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, and say, okay, I'm done, I'm healed now. Nothing will bother me. No, unfortunately, I'm finding out, it's kind of a lifelong journey. But that doesn't mean that you don't see any progress or you don't see any change. I have seen actually so many changes in my life. Huge progress, right? My life has improved tremendously, but still things show up, right? Things that I haven't processed, that I haven't dealt with, they still show up. I still have to kind of process them and try to understand them. Uh, so yeah, so I have seen so many changes in my life. Yeah, so after seeing this, I would love to help other people, right, in some capacity. So I'm an aspiring coach, a mental wellness, like a healing coach. If you like, I would like to kind of do few sessions free, like coaching. You can start from anywhere, it can be any topics. Yeah, you can reach out to me. I'd love to meet you. Thank you. Bye.